Hey Collective, what's going on? I am just going to jump into the readings this week because I hopefully am going to have this desk at my new place finally. Had a lot of other things to take care of before I could move this big old thing. Um, that way I could do my readings from my new place, which will be so nice. So these readings, I'm just going to do a few and keep them on the shorter side until I get to my new place here. Okay? Ooh. Okay. Somebody has been watching you. They think highly of you. They know that you two would mesh well together in whatever capacity, but for some reason they're not letting you know this. Uh, they're not letting you know this. Why? Why are they not letting them know this? They've got a lot of shadow work to do. There's shadow work that needs to be done. They don't know how to fully, you know what it is? They don't know how to fully say what they're feeling and be, they're afraid to be vulnerable because of a toxic love. All right, the plot just thickened. I'm getting a different story here. Someone is watching you. They're keeping a poker face. They like what they see, but what they're also seeing is that you've been surrounded by a lot of toxicity around what people would call energy vampires. And here's the thing. This person's seeing it from a very healthy perspective, as in you're giving your energy away and you know this and you're stressed, but they're wanting you so much to just have this moment where you put your foot down and you're like, you know what, fuck this shit. I don't have to do this for you. I don't have to do this for you. You are capable of doing this on your own. I'm not getting involved anymore. I'm taking a step back, and you know what, here's what's going on. This person wants to work with you in some capacity. They want to be a part of your life in some way. But what they see you surrounded by, and they see you struggling, it's like so clear to them where the problems are because they're on the outside looking in. They're not emotionally enmeshed in this mess of a life that's going on. So they can see when people are manipulating you easily. They can see it where maybe you're not seeing it. And it's like they have this righteous anger where they want to come in and they just like want to set things straight, but they also want to give you the opportunity to figure it out yourself so that they're not looking like the bad guy coming in saying, hey, well, they're doing this and it's pulling your energy, but you're allowing it. You're giving it to them. Because here's the thing, it's like they want you to stand in your power, make that choice, and tell somebody no. They want you to like be the one to say, no, I'm not giving that energy to you anymore. And allow that other person that you've been giving that energy to, allow them to get mad and have that knee jerk reaction. You are somebody who's supposed to deny and shut someone down that you have not been denying and shutting down. There is someone who you've been giving to in some capacity. I'm going to be honest, it feels like a family member. I just got this like real deep, like familial vibe where you're giving to someone in a way where it's like you just got to say enough is enough, and their heart is going to hurt. It's going to be broken. They're going to think you're the problem. But the truth is, you're miserable now anyway. And right now, the way that you're helping them is hindering your success. It is keeping you in a loop of dysfunction and poverty, and you're not realizing that. They want you to know that as you let go of this, you become an overnight success. And it's important that you understand what an energy vampire is now and be able to shut that shit down now before you are in a place where you have 100,000 of these trying to pull at your energy and you're feeling like this. You need to work yourself into a place where you can set boundaries and look like this in the midst of these people still trying to do this to you. That's what this work has been about, is teaching you to work that emotional muscle, build those boundaries, and show your, like, be able to stand in your power and see things and people for who they truly are. They are not as helpless as they come across. They're not in as much pain as they say they are. They are in an emotional pain. They are just so used to complaining and not having you around all the time to be able to complain to, is like, show it. It's like it's really starting to let the demons come in, is what I'm hearing. Those thoughts where, depending on what vibrational playground you were on, that's who you're going to be playing with entity wise. So this person's playing with this energy. And what they want to do is pull you back into it. Something about guilt tripping you and making you feel bad about something. They don't want you taking that. They don't want you allowing that to change your decision about the decisions you've made recently. You do not need to feel guilty about anything that you've done. Absolutely nothing. Even when I'm hearing, even when you did make choices that were bad choices, you don't need to feel guilty about that. And this person in some way kind of wants to remind you of that, to make you kind of pull you back in, to be able, so that they can get what they want from you. This is you got somebody who is an absolute match with you. And let's talk about that. Who is this person that is a match, that's seeing this toxic love cycle play out? Whoa. It is everything you want. Are you kidding me? I have goosebumps everywhere, my legs, everything. It's just goosebumps. You've got the nine, you've got the two of cups, you've got the nine of cups, 10 of cups, and six of cups. This is somebody who deeply values family and deeply values your family. They deeply value what you have been building. I don't know what kind of family sector you have, but they just see you as somebody who cares deeply about family, who wants to, that's there for family. They like that you have that value system. They want to see you happier. They would like to see you in relationships with people that reciprocate the type of love that you've been offering. Because the truth is, even your genuine love is not being received in a way that's valuable. So it's like, what you're giving out tends to be tarnished too, because people are not seeing the value in it and appreciating it. So you're not. It's like, even though what you're doing is immensely valuable, other people don't see the value in it, so you're not seeing it as valuable anymore. And it's because you're around the wrong people. You're not, the people you're around now is an old cycle, it's an old tribe. The people coming in for you will value this, and you will realize that what you've been morphing into all along is exactly who you've been all along. They want you to be able to see things from a different perspective when it comes to a life, some type of relationship in the past, maybe with some infidelity or some. They want to show you a different perspective. They want to show you that even though this relationship, this crap that happened in the past here, where maybe this is how you felt devalued because somebody was making you feel like you were just an option. And no matter what you did, it's like you just weren't the shiny new toy. So it's just, you weren't the shiny new toy. You were this, it's like this relationship here. Even though you had all of this to give this person, this is how they saw you, and it's because you kept trying to give this all to them. And it's because since you were willingly giving that all to them and feeling entrapped in that relationship, it has caused you to feel like you are of less value towards yourself, and it's taken a long time for you to heal that wound. They want you to know that this next leg of your life, this bliss, this 10 of cups, this 2 of cups, this 9 of cups, this 6 of cups, this all of this, that person watching you, all of this, none of this would have felt as good as it's going to feel had you not been through this dark days over here, these dark days over here. These are what set you up to receive this out of your vortex. Like, this was the precursor to the bliss that's coming. It's like you had to live what you didn't want to realize what you did want, heal and morph into the same vibration of what you do want, so that you can manifest that. So somebody's like wanting you to see the value in the pain that you've lived so far. and know that your future was built because of it. So never discredit your future, okay? I love you so much. I'll see you in the next one. Peace and love.